I'm bringing the Battle of Karen Sebes. How do you pronounce that? Karen
Alan
Sebes.
Sebes.
Karen
It's
Sebes.
Turkish.
Karen Sebes. It is Turkish. It is, in fact, the Ottoman Empire versus the Habsburg monarchy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Austria.
We're talking Austria. Now, Austria around this time,
What year?
1788.
Oh, okay.
Do you know much about it? Of course he does.
Is this when Vienna was threatened? No.
This specific battle was just over.
Right. Well, the Ottomans and the Austrians were killing each other brutally at this time,
Correct.
and for most of the 17 and 1600s.
Yeah. So this was
like the I would call it the high water mark of the Turks. After this,
it was
they were
the
in decline.
Austro-Turkish War of 1787 to 1791.
Right.
They
So
kind of get put into their spot after this, where they remain.
Yeah, like after they lose at Vienna, because they make it to the gates of Vienna and put it under siege, and the Poles end up saving the day with the winged hussars. Is that this?
That's what I'm talking about. The hussars.
All right, then why am I talking? You talk.
Well, it's important to understand the map of this time, right? So right now, Austria at this time,
this is post 7 Years' War.
It covered a lot of area.
Yeah.
It covered modern day Austria, Czech, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, parts of Serbia, into Romania, Poland. It covered a lot of area. Massive empire. Problem is, all those areas that I just mentioned spoke different languages.
Yes.
So their military couldn't really communicate as effectively as you would think around this time.
It actually is a problem that persisted well into the First World War.
No more so than this. In fact, this battle is known in history's worst friendly fire incident.
Oh.
Let's talk about numbers. Habsburg monarchy, 80,000 to 100,000 troops.
And the Habsburg are also the royal family of England, I believe, right?
No, they have not England, but they're in Austria, they're in Spain.
Modern day Romania, this is where this takes place. The Ottoman Empire, 0 troops.
0.
Losses, between 150 people to 10,000 killed.
It's quite a discrepancy.
There's a reason, because it's hard to tell, because there were so many different people involved here. So let's talk about what happens. Well, let's talk about the hussars. What do you know about the hussars?
The
cavalry.
Polish.
The cavalry,
yes. Right? They had come like in the 0 hour to rescue, because the Habsburgs are like the Catholic monarch like thing. The Poles are obviously allied with them. The Poland like doesn't exist at this point. It's been partitioned by its neighbors. But the Poles are still an ethnic group that have a vested interest in the Turks not taking over Europe. So they come to rescue. Is this what we're talking about? The Siege of Vienna? I don't know.
This isn't this specific battle has.
What year was that? Look that up.
Is real quick. Is this where the Poles get like the stereotype that they're dumb?
No.
Okay.
That's World War II.
Well, I thought it could have started here.
Well,
if they had a big
when is the
fire
Siege of
incident.
Vienna?
I feel like it's before this.
1683.
Okay, it's way before.
Way before. Yeah. So this is
100
not.
years.
This is the Ottoman Empire expanding.
Yeah.
Towards the west.
Yeah.
So the army of Austria, like I said, is about 100,000 strong. And they're setting up camps. Now you have 2 scouting troops. You have the hussars and you have the vanguard. So the vanguard are infantry, but they're scouts. So you have the cavalry goes out, does quick scouting, then you have the infantry do it. So they're kind of crossing paths a lot.
Was Chad Vanguard there?
Joke for
God.
literally.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. So they're
wait, can we explain Vanguard?
How do you even know who that is?
Why would we explain it?
Vanguard.
Why would we
There's no
explain
reason to
it?
explain
It's a
that.
person. It's one guy. Thank you. Brought a lot. So they're scouting for the Ottoman Empire, the Ottomans. The hussars, the cavalry, run into a group of Romanians.
And they don't know who they are.
They don't know who they are, but they know one thing. They're selling schnapps.
Oh. Okay.
Now, this empire is really big. Resources are kind of stretched thin at this point. They're like, oh my God, they haven't had alcohol in forever. They want to buy it from the Romanians. The Romanians sell them, the cavalry, the alcohol. Who comes by after? The infantry, the vanguard. They see the horsemen drinking,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "We want some of that. Give us some alcohol."
And none of them can talk to each other.
Very faintly.
Yeah.
They kind of know what they're saying,
Yeah.
but not really. So they're like, "No, we want the schnapps. Give it to us." They're like, "No." The cavalry start building fortifications around the crates of alcohol. They're like, "You're not getting this."
Oh.
The infantry are pissed because it's like, we're fighting this war together. They start to go towards the fortifications. Arguments ensue. One infantryman fires a shot at the cavalry. All hell breaks loose.
So they just got drunk.
They got
They
drunk and now
destroyed
they're
their own
fighting.
army.
Now they're fighting. Hold on. Now they're fighting. It's getting to the point where like casualties are happening and they got to get the hell out of here. Problem is, they're not going to run in the same direction. The cavalry's going to go one way, the infantry's going to go the other. The infantry starts going through the camp. Remember, there's Turks around.
Yeah.
There's people who speak German, Austrian, like the language barrier.
Is
So when you're saying halt to the
Yeah.
cavalry,
they're like, what are you saying?
they hear Allah, Allah,
Oh no.
and think that Ottoman cavalry are going through the camps. Commander walks out, general commander of the artillery, sees Allah, Allah charging through the camp, blood covered, and is like, "Oh my God,
We're under attack.
the Ottomans are attacking. Fire artillery where they were."
Oh, no.
Infantry starts getting
To
hit with
their own
artillery to their own men.
This is a disaster.
Chaos, complete chaos. Mind you, most people drunk. There's including
No
this,
wonder Napoleon put an end to this like a decade later.
What we have here is
Army
a
is-
failure to communicate.
Austrian, Romanian, Serb, Croatia, Italians,
Yeah.
ton of minority.
Croats,
Chaos is happening.
Slavs,
So they're getting hit with artillery.
Hungarians.
Camp, the people at camp hear the artillery going
Mhm.
off and like, we're under attack, get out and start fighting each other because they don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
Right.
So it's legit. This incident demoralized the Holy Roman Emperor Joseph II to the point where he ordered the entire army to withdraw.
Yeah.
Army withdraws. Who shows up like a day or two later?
The Turks.
The Ottoman Empire. They show up to slaughter. Just artillery holes.
It's like, what the hell
Just
happened?
What?
here?
And they take the town like without firing a
Oh my
shot.
God.
Yeah,
And that
it's free real estate for them.
Mhm.
now apparently there are some people who say it's embellished to fill the holes in history.
Mhm.
Some people say no, this actually happened. So depending on which historian you ask, it's losses of 150 to 10,000.
The Holy Roman Empire was on its last legs at this point.
Yeah.
They're very old and tired, and it would be Napoleon beats them and abolishes.
Yeah,
the
he kicks
empire.
their ass.
Yeah.
The new monarch post 1848, Joseph. So what am I getting
Yeah.
into that for?
It's fine. It's fine. No, that's the story of the biggest friendly fire
Yeah,
incident.
That's after Napoleon.
Yeah,
is
well,
done,
they
right?
they become the Austro-Hungarian
And they-
thing. That's a little further down the road, but not terribly far.
But I found that insanely
That's
comical in a way.
crazy.
Yeah.
But they're involved in Waterloo at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, them and the Brits.
Yeah. They're forced to submit, become like allies of Napoleon, and then they rebel. And
Yeah.
multiple coalitions later, it's a whole fucking mess.
Yeah, it's never ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's the story of the battle right there.
All right.
Worst friendly
Good
fire
story.
incident in history.